everybody. He's the fuck dragging it.
You don't fuck with that. But what's an addiction for you or her? For me, sexual addiction is a big problem for me. It's an issue.
Meaning,
once I have that thrill,
okay,
I need it over and over and over again.
But what if, I'm in a relationship, let's say, and she's into baseball. I'm into baseball. I don't like baseball. I don't like nothing about baseball. I don't even like sports. I just want to work and come home and be next to her.
You know what you sound like? A female.
Ouch.
No, let me tell you why. It's not a disrespect.
Ouch.
But that's what females do.
A positive addiction for me will drive you, okay? You could be addicted to a woman, a situation, and she'll drive you to want to be better. She'll drive you to want to take care of her. Addictive behaviors stem from sex. Sex is a very addictive thing that you deal with. It's hard to find a sexual partner that y'all understand and y'all meet with. You might be with a woman or a chick, female, young girl, whatever you want to classify it as, and she doesn't meet your sexual urges and stuff like that, right? But when you find a woman that meets those type of things, it's a different type of connection that you have with them from a man. You know what I'm saying? A big sexual connection when you want to have sex all the time, 3-4 times a day, and it's popping, and she like it, and you like it, is a totally addictive thing. And I feel like that those are the hardest things for a man to break away from. Not even the honeymoon phase, just the sex is popping all the time. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, whether you're in a relationship with her, whether she's your side chick, whether you don't have no woman and y'all just fuck buddies, whatever. If you have a sexual connection with a woman for a man, to me, that's the hardest thing to break away from because you are totally addicted to that feeling at all times.
Do you ever stop and think, like, damn, like, this is almost too good to be true? This can also be a tall tale sign that it could flip and be negative. You get where I'm going with this? Because it's like, it's always good. It might be a time where, let's say, you might not be in the mood or she might not be in the mood. And the moment you say no.
I gotta stop you, I gotta stop you right there. When you have a sexual relationship, y'all are always in the mood, always. There is no time. If you wake up at 3 a.m, and you lick her back or her neck at 3 a.m, she rolls over and she's ready. She don't have that connection with every man that she's with. That's the difference.
But let's just say, you're just not in the mood.
It's never not, if you have that connection.
Yes, it is. We get a week of every month.
Okay, go ahead.
We get a week of every month. I call her that bitch Becky. But it's called Period.
Period.
You know? So
but women.
That's the time we're not. Actually,
but if we're gonna
let me fix that.
Okay,
you actually extra in the mood when you have Becky.
This is what I'm saying.
You can't do nothing.
No, you can do something. You got other hoes. You got things that you can do.
That's not a relationship, though.
It is part of the sexual relationship that men would be addicted to. Just because you got Becky, you put your tampon in, your asshole works too. You know what I'm saying? People have different types of sex, different type of things that drive them. That's why I said it's a sexual relationship. If you have Becky, there's other things. There's head, there's different type of sex that you could have. You could watch him have sex. It depends upon the freaky that y'all dealing with. But if you have a sexual relationship, everything is a go and y'all meeting at the mines, there is no problem with anything.
Okay, I agree with you.
Well, you already heard where I was going with this. I feel like it's opposite for me. Yeah, I love sex all the time, whether it be my girlfriend or friends with the benefits. But I still feel like, it's good, and it might be a time where, like, let's say, for example, okay, we have sex Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, cool.
Friday,
I'm with
Saturday,
it.
Sunday.
It's Sunday, I'm with it. But
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
I noticed that she's like, yo, where you at? I'm horny. Where you at? I'm like, all right, cool. I'm out with my moms. I told you I'm with my moms. I'm told you I'm running errands. Nah, I want it now. To me, that is a red flag. Like, yo, this is too addicting. That's what I mean.
But
Like,
you don't have a sexually addictive relationship. You asked me the question. And
what are addictive behaviors in
okay,
relationships?
addictive
Addictive, it don't
behavior
matter.
for
You
me,
leaving your mother.
for me, as who I am, is sex. What would be addictive?
You don't think addicts know they addicts?
But what,
you don't think
but
crackheads
what
know
would
they
be
crackheads? Like,
but,
come on.
but my addiction to you isn't. You don't fuck with that. But what's an addiction for you or her? For me, sexual addiction is a big problem for me. It's an issue.
Meaning
once
that they
I
want it?
have that thrill,
Okay.
I need it over and over and over again. I know it's there. I know it's possible.
I got a question, Mr. Addictive. So what are the signs about you that shows that little lady know, like, SO's a horny bastard?
She don't
like,
know.
what are the signs? Because now I want people to know the signs of addictive
a sign
behavior.
could just, you playing too close.
You playing too close.
You feel me? That's
But if I'm
somewhere.
close and she want me to be close,
Listen,
I also know that too.
A man one time told me he was a sex addict. He can smell when a girl is getting horny. No lie.
I can feel
And he
it.
was right. That
Yeah.
was the crazy thing. I like test
Smell it
him.
or
and
feel it?
No, he can smell. Like he can sit next to you and he can smell like, oh yeah, she horny.
Damn, that's
It's time.
crazy.
Like
He
that's how
lit.
addicted he was.
Wow.
He knew what the scent. I mean, if it smelled like fish, that's different. But like he knew like the scent.
So what are your
I believe
signs?
him, though.
So what are your sexual addictive signs? Like, how does a man know that Sig is like on it all the time?
Oh well,
What are
I'm
your
aggressive, so I just grab you and I do what I want to do.
But what are you addicted to? So
Yeah.
once you grab them, so for a man, for you to want to grab him, right? What makes you want, what draws you to him? What's the addictive part that you have to have that makes you want to reach out and grab him?
Like what makes me want him, it would be, it's a vibe. I can't explain it. I can't explain the vibe. It's just a certain vibe. And everybody got their own little vibe. So it's just a vibe. If I can't, it's not a particular thing, it's a feeling.
Okay. So my next question, sticking on the addictive behavior, what are like other things you guys, feel that's out there besides sex that
I would say
can
being
exhibit?
controlling. Like looking
like
over
that.
phones, like you feel like you need to know what your partner doing. Even if it's a friend, friends with benefits. Because once it's good, even if it's a friend with benefit, you start noticing like checking their page. You ain't
what I
do
was
that.
saying with the too
You
much
start
sex.
noticing you texting and like, yo, why they ain't text me back right away? You starting to get addicted
But
to
what
them.
if you're,
And you starting to get addicted
That's
to...
what I was saying about the too much sex,
you,
but yeah.
Yeah, you getting a little, like, controlling, and people feel like in relationships, I need to know, like, what you're doing. I need to know you're not embarrassing me. Everything is about them, but they think it's about us. So I think that's being addictive right there.
Just that mindset, I like
Yeah.
that. Mm.
I'm not mad at that.
Oh, no rebuttal.
Addictive to me would be,
Okay.
like, I can't live without it. Like, I have this feeling, like you could be with somebody, right? And still be thinking about somebody else, right?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So that addictive feeling is like, to me, for as a man, it starts with sex, but it could build past that. It could go spiritual, it could go to comfort. Like you could be with somebody that you could just be addicted to the fact that how you feel so comfortable with a woman and you don't care who she's with, you don't care what she's doing, but you're comfortable with her. So to me, it's so many different things that you could be addicted to when you come into a female or a male relationship, that when you try to narrow it down, it's really hard to narrow it down, but it goes to what I said before, how somebody makes you feel initially. To me, that's what you get addicted to. Sometimes it goes to sex. Sometimes it could be when I first meet you, just the vibe that you give me. You can make me laugh. And I could go out and like to drink with you. And I could be addicted to that. You know what I'm saying? It's what you like and what floats your boat.
Can I say that, like, would you consider you kind of being addicted to the person if, like, let's say I'm in a relationship and I cheated, right? And the person I cheated with, sex is, like, mad different compared to the person I'm with, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm having sex with my person, but I'm thinking about the other person, and I'm closing my eyes. Because that's why I always say, you know, in sex, it's a little tricky if you're closing your eyes when you're having sex.
Yeah.
I always say that because you don't know what is in their mind.
Mm-hmm.
So what if you're closing your eyes and you're thinking about that other person?
That happens.
Or you masturbating and you thinking about that other person.
That's
kind of
beyond-
getting addicted to that person.
But is that sexual addiction or not?
It's a sexual
everything.
addiction,
It's sexual,
though. But it's
it's-
still addicted, period, in some type of relationship.
Yeah, because it's a form of control. It's a form of sexual addiction. It's everything.
But I gotta ask y'all, what other type of addiction
So there's other things.
would there be in a man-woman relationship?
I got
If the energy
one for
didn't
you.
touch.
It's not sex.
Exactly. If
I
it's
got
not
one for you.
sex.
I got one for you. So, you know, SO and Sig keep saying, what else is there besides sex? We know there's a touch of energy. But what if, you know, I'm in a relationship with Sig and she's into baseball? I'm into baseball. I don't like baseball. I don't like nothing about baseball. I don't even like sports. I just want to work and come home and be next to her. But she's out. So either I blow up her phone, you know what? But I'm going to compromise my happiness and be at the baseball game. Or she's not into baseball, and now she's into cooking. Now she's into crocheting. I'm just doing everything she's doing just to be next to her, just to get a whiff of her energy. And that to me is addicting.
You know what you sound like? A female.
Ouch.
No, let me tell you why. It's not a disrespect.
Ouch.
But that's what females do. If you notice when females get into relationships starting even beginning, let's say your first relationship is 15, 16, most of us is not into basketball or sports or football, but our man like it and we want to keep our man. So what we doing, we're sitting there, we're playing video games with you. We don't know what the fuck we're doing.
But I want to keep
We're
you
sitting there
though.
doing, we're trying to get a part of, like, you're not, real talk, I know some females that like go and literally talk to, like, what? Can you teach me this so I can go, so they could go around their man and act like they know what they're talking about. So that addiction is real, but mainly, not saying men don't do it, but that's something females mainly do, and that's why we be so hurt when it comes down to relationships, because we wind up doing stuff we don't want to do, being addicted to you, and then we get played.
So let's stay right there. So then now, where's the ownership on you though? Like,
But that goes back to your question. Where was the ownership of you with me?
I'm lost in you. I'm lost in you. I'm lost in you.
Can't, exactly.
Yeah,
And we're lost in each other. And then let's get real crazy. We were supposed to have God in the middle of it.
And we did.
So that's why it happens. That addiction is crazy because, you know, most people get addicted to people. And then whatever they're into, and that's where the sex come in, because most of the times, you know, let's say there was a topic of a girl having a baby, recently had a baby. Guys, they don't really understand. They just know, oh, after 6 weeks we can have sex. Not knowing that in our head, like, we can't do it, but you're addicted to us. And you want us, so y'all trying to use, like, listen, I'm gonna go somewhere else. Like, you can use your mouth, you can use your hands, you can use your butt, right?
I definitely see that.
But it's like, because you're addicted to us, so you're not caring.
Or is he just addicted to the sex too?
No, we're getting back to him being addicted.
Oh, okay, you're right.
He's addicted to the point that he don't care what we're thinking or what we gotta, or how he's gonna hurt us. Just trying to get his 2 seconds.
Because I'm addicted to the sex and the feeling and what it's like.
Right, so you're not caring about my feeling, what I gotta get in my head, right? And then.
But you're also using hypothetical.
No,
right?
this is real life.
This is real?
It's
No,
real life.
I'm saying because if there's no kids and there's no all that other stuff.
But what if it's trauma?
Okay, but everything is
What if it's trauma and that still deals with?
It could be trauma. It could be trauma, Sig, or it could not be trauma. Right? We always deal with the negative and saying, well, the negative is what it could be. Yeah, it could be negative, but it also could be positive.
How about this?
How can it be a positive addiction?
Why
No,
not?
I want you to tell me.
A positive addiction for me will drive you, okay? You could be addicted to a woman, a situation, and she'll drive you to want to be better. She'll drive you to want to take care of her. She'll drive you to want to be the one that she turns to.
What if you're addicted to the streets, though, and I'm addicted to you, and somehow we drive each other to do the wrong thing? I'm trying to be near you, thinking trying to get you out.
Like I'm saying, it could.
You need to say good or bad.
It could be negative, right? And it could be positive. If I'm about the streets, which we've all been
No,
there.
I'm talking about the positivity. You know how you just said a woman could drive you to do good? So let's say I'm the good woman and I'm thinking my good is let me go in the streets with him to try to pull him out. See what he doing to pull him out, but he wanted to pull me in, now I'm doing fed time.
Yeah, that could happen. Listen, it's addiction. It could be positive or it could be negative.
Addictions never get positive.
Listen.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I feel like, I don't agree with y'all. I don't agree with y'all.
I'm gonna give you.
I don't agree with y'all.
I want to piggyback off what you said.
Let me just say this. If I'm addicted, and this is a hypothetical, okay? If I'm addicted to this woman right here, right? I'm not thinking about doing crime to be with her.
That's cat.
Okay? No, I'm not.
Well, maybe not Esso, but
No,
people have.
I'm talking about me.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
talking about me
All right.
as a man. I could have did crime. I'm not saying I've never did crime before, right? But crime for me, I'm not doing crime to be with a woman. She's not, no matter how much.
So you're not gonna be addicted to me?
How much? No, I'm addicted to you.
But it's levels.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm gonna do whatever I can to be there for you and do what I can for you because I am addicted to you. But you're not gonna drive me to a place where I'm gonna be without you. Because if I'm really real with I want to be with you and I'm living a life of crime, I'm going down sooner or later, at least one time. I'm not dealing with that. I'm not a man that is friends with men. I'm not friends with men. So I'm not trying to go to jail and be around a whole bunch of dudes sword fighting in a jail. That's not what I'm doing, okay? My whole thing is to be outside with my woman that I'm addicted to so I can enjoy her. That's the whole point of an
why I
addiction.
said, you wanna know
when
why I said
people are
crack?
addicted to crack, they enjoy the crack that they smoking.
Is it, or is that feeling? Or is
No,
that delusion
they
of
enjoy-
grandeur? Is that false reality?
I know a crackhead, no cap, in my family right now that will tell you I enjoy getting high. I'm not addicted to it, I like it. And you film him, and he's leaning, and you be like, yo, don't you want to get off this drug? Yo, bro, we gonna do everything we can.
Feels good.
I enjoy it. Because I like getting high.
But it feels
So
good.
look, you saying you addicted to me, and you want to be outside with me. Now let's say I walk down the street and I run into him, and you found out I was fucking him. You're gonna probably try to kill him because you addicted to me. Now you in jail.
Most men would try to kill him.
Why
I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I'm trying to say. It may not be selling. That's still a
hypothetically
crime.
kill me.
That's still a crime.
But we're talking about different men. We got different men with different levels. I would be addicted. I would not try to kill him.
You don't know what you're gonna do. How addicted you are.
No, listen. My first thing is I'm gonna blame you. You know why? Because why is he even involved?
You're woke addicted.
I'm woke. Why is he involved in my situation? I don't even want him involved in my situation. See, I'm not addicted and dumb. See, she's talking about a dummy.
No,
I'm addicted.
I'm saying you're gonna find out.
I'm addicted and woke. I love her. I like her vagina. She's lit. But if she's gonna play me with my man over here, even if he's not my man, I know I made a mistake. I can't be addicted to this no more. I gotta wean myself off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have sex with her until I'm over her and find somebody
So why
else and
can't
I'm gonna
women
move
do
on.
that?
You
Why
can't,
can't we do that?
You can't do that.
No, niggas be trying to kill us.
No, listen, I'm not gonna deny
We be
that.
like, look, I
because
don't
it's
want to be with you no more, please. Order protection, everything. And it's like they finding out stuff. They dressing like women trying to.
Wow.
Listen.
Dressing like women? What are you
That's
talking
a
about
different type
now?
of addiction. Oh, you know what? On that brings us to the next segment.
Dressing like women, stop.
Oh, that brings us to the next segment. How
I'm
can
trying
you
to tell
tell?
y'all, don't put a limit to addiction and don't say what you're
No,
not going to do.
alright.
Because you don't know what every vagina
We
feel
ain't
like.
just
You're right.
Sid.
No, but before
We
we go
just
to the
like
next
women.
topic, so just to add to that, yes, I do agree there are levels like Esso said and like Sig said that you never know what you're gonna do. For the woke people like Esso, don't do it. For the people that sleep, stay away from Sig. She's gonna have you dressing
It's
like a
not
woman.
me.
I'm just saying, you questioning
Ain't
me,
me.
that's crazy.
It's
but,
God.
But I
God
wanted
did
to
that.
touch on something you said, Esso, because you said there's addiction that can be positive, right? And me and Sig said we could disagree. So you was like, let's say she motivates you to go back to school, right? You go back to school and she motivates you to save money. But that goes back to like, is this really something you want to do? Or is it the motivation to keep her? Because yeah, she brought it to you, hear me out. You can lead a donkey to water, you can't force her to drink. Fine, she got you to drink, right? But let's just say she breaks up with you. Will you still carry on that same life lessons and life goals? Will you still be that successful? That's when I went back to school. I got the business.
You might not be successful.
So then,
But let me just say this though.
Positive addiction is
because me and my man just did a segment on our show Bag Fuel, and I know I'm gonna get killed for saying this.
We drink to this, me it is.
But my man Heineken brought up that when you pick the right side chick, she could be inspiring, right? So if you can get a side chick that could be inspiring, then you can have a chick that's not a side chick be inspiring as well.
You got a lot of inspiring aspects. You got your woman, you got the side, damn, that's so you greedy.
No.
Think about it, you just said the woman
Come on. It does not have to be greedy, it could be blessed. Wow. Okay? And sometimes some other people, everybody doesn't get treated the same way. People do get treated differently. Some people earn respect. Some people earn leeway. Some people are given leeway because they are special. Some people, like my man Rico will tell you, some women gotta split the bill. Some women will pay the bill. Some women he'll pay the bill for. Everybody's different.
Some people get
I'm just speaking from the standpoint of if you have a certain thing, it can inspire you.
I agree.
All right, addictions can be inspiring. If you take, and I hate to use it, if you take a crackhead, look how hard they go to get the crack. They go crazy.
You know what happens?
That's the same with guys with their girlfriends.
They do undying jobs, but listen, some people take that and put it in the right place, and some people don't.
Most times when we are saying they don't put it in the right place.
We don't have the numbers or the studies on what my man is saying. So he's speaking from how he feels. I'm speaking from how I feel. We don't have the numbers and the studies.
I'm speaking from what I know.
We don't have the renegade up here because the renegade does numbers and studies when she comes here.
Numbers
we don't have that. I'm just speaking from understanding where we come from. Nothing is perfect, right? Addictions can be negative. I understand that. But in some situations, they can be positive.
Where? What?
I just told you. We got to wrap up. I told you.
I didn't agree with that.
I can be inspired to go get money to want to keep you.
Right.
I can be inspired by your spirituality to make me a better person. I could be inspired by you.
So what if you inspired to get money to keep me, and then you come with the money and it's not enough? So I'm trying to tell you, listen, meet my boy so he can help you get more money.
She's talking about...
So before we answer that...
But she's talking about...
But this is real life that happens. I'm not just saying
She's talking about a herb.
And with that being said,
but if you're addicted,
that
you're a
wraps
herb
the
to me.
topic of addictive behaviors in a relationship. Thank you for tuning in. This is A to the Table, Season 4. Like, subscribe, share. I'm with my guy.
ESSO, Everyone Sees Sounds Official, and...
It's your girl, Signature, a.k.a. Signature Trig, that prima donna chick.
Keep watching A to the Table. Thank you.